Good morning, all. In previous lecture, we have seen some example in complex integration. That is, the example is of the type the integration function in the form of z variable is given. Integration function is given, and the function is in the form of z variables. And plus, if the integration over if that curve is given as a circle equation, then the method of solving that integration is we have to use the substitution method, and substitution is fixed. That is, you can use, if there is a z variable, then you can use z equal to r e raised to I theta, which is your exponential form of the complex number. Or if there is a factor or a bracket like z minus a, then again you can use same substitution, that is r e raised to I theta. So this is your first type. Some examples we have solved in previous lecture. Then the second type, we have seen that the integration with the function in the form of z variable is given over the curve C, and that curve is given as the path equation, and that path equation is given as the in the form of straight line or parabola. This is your second type example. Then the second type is, we have seen the second type as the integration over the curve C, and the curve is given as the path equation, and the path equation is given as the straight line or parabola. Then what is the method of that example? The method is, we have to find first dz value, then we have to find that path equation. If the path equation is straight line, then we have to find the straight line equation. If the path equation is given as the parabola, then we have to find the that parabola equation. Then all the integration we have to convert into x variable or y variable, and the next step is we have to solve that integration, regular integration with respect to x or y. We get the required answer. So this is your second type example. First type is integration over the curve C, and the curve is given as the circle equation. Then the substitution method we have to use. The substitution method. The substitution is z equal to r e raised to I theta or z minus a equal to r e raised to I theta. Then the second type, we have seen that the integration over the curve C, the integration function is given, plus that curve is of the type path equation, and that path, if that path is given as straight line or parabola, then the method of solving that integration is we have to find the dz value using that path equation. For that, we have to find the equation of that path, the straight line equation or parabola equation, and then solve that integration in the form of, or convert that integration in the form of x variable or y variable, and solve the integration regularly. We get the required answer. So these two types we have seen in previous lecture. Then the next example is, evaluate this integration. The integration function is given mod z square dz around the square with vertices at 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1. That is, the question is of the type second type. That is, integration function is given, and the path equation is not given. Instead of that path, only vertices, that path vertices are given. The path is given as the square, but that square equation is not given. We have to find that square equation or that path equation here. So the path direction is given in the form of vertices. That path is, in this example, is square, and the square vertices are 4 vertices, 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 1. So now first plot these 4 vertices. 0 0 means origin, 1 0 means this point is on x axis, randomly you can take here. Then 1 1 is Distance of x is 1, so this is your distance x 1. Distance of y is 1, so this is take as a y distance, and the cross section or cross point is your 1 1 point. Then 0 1 point lies on the y axis, so 0 1 means x distance is 0 and y distance is 1, so this is your 0 1 point. So here this is your first point 0 0, then 1 0 point, then 1 1 point, and then 0 1 point. So here the path is given as this square. So if we plot these 4 points and if we join these 4 points, you can take as a O point, then A point, then B point, O point, A point, then B point, and then C point. So if we join these points O, A, B, C, we can't get this square. So for getting this square, because in example square path is given, so to get this square path, we have to join this C to the point O. So the square will be O, A, B, C, A. The points are given 4 points O, A, B, C, but to get this square we have to join this C to O point. So we get this square as O, A, B, C, O, and the path is given in this sequence. First point is O, then A, then B, C, and again O. So this is the direction of the given that square. Now we know that in this second type example, one path example we have seen, that is only one path equation is given, and again we have seen some examples of two path equation. So what is the method of solving the integration for the two paths? So here, by taking one by one this path, if the two paths equation is there, if we consider the two path equation, then consider the first path and find the answer. Again consider the second path and find the answer for the second path, and add these two answers, we get the required answer for the total path and for that integration answer. So separately we have to find the answer for separate paths and just add these two answers of all the paths, we get the required answer of the given integration or the answer of that integration. So here when here there is a square, here there is a square path is given, so we have to distribute, or we have to take this square path into 4 paths for solving the integration or for getting the answer. So first path you can take as a OA path, then second path is AB path, third path is BC, and fourth path is CO. So we have to take these 4 paths and solve this integration for each path. First path, take this first path, first answer we get, then second path, second answer, third path, third answer, fourth path, fourth answer, and consider these 4 answers as I1, I2, I3, I4, and then add these 4 answers, we get the total answer of this integration for this square path, total square path. So separately find the answer of each path. There are 4 paths, 1, 2, 3, 4, and add these answers, we get the required integration answer. So here again this example is of path equation. Just in this example the paths are given as 4 paths. First path equation we have seen in previous lecture, then two paths equation, and now this example is of 4 path equation. So here we have to find the 4 answers for 4 paths. Then what is the method for that? For the second type, find the dz value, then path equation. What is the path? So there are 4 paths. So find the 4 equations for these 4 paths and then solve the integration in the form of x variable or y variable. We get the 4 answers and just add these 4 answers. We get the required answer. So here first path is OA. So what is the that equation of this path OA? So OA is the straight line which is on x axis, and the line which is on x axis, its equation is y equal to 0. So we get the first path equation. This is your first path, OA path, and the equation is y equal to 0. This is your some results. That is the equation straight line which is on x axis, its equation is always y equal to 0. So here now find the dz value. So as we know, z equal to x plus iy, dz equal to, take the derivative on both sides, dz equal to dx plus I dy. Then use this y equal to 0. So find the value of dz. First we get the path equation, that is y equal to 0, then find the value of dz. So for dz, use this path equation as we have y equal to 0, so take the derivative on both sides, we get dy equal to 0. So put this dy value here 0, we get dz equal to dx. So put dz equal to, in this integration put dz equal to dx, then mod z square is, so first find mod z and then take its square. So first we have z equal to x plus iy, mod z value is, this is your formula, basic formula in complex number. So mod z value formula is square root of x square plus y square, mod z square is x square plus y square. So right here integration over the curve C, mod z square is x square plus y square, put here, then dz value is dx. Now again we get the path equation is y equal to 0, then dz value, dz is dx because dy value is 0 from this path equation. So dz equal to dx, and then convert this whole integration function in the form of x variable or y variable. So here we have two variables, x square, y square. So convert the whole integration in the one variable. So here this integration is with respect to x. So write this x square as it is and put the value of y square using this path equation. So path equation is y equal to 0. So that is the y value is 0, y is given as 0. So put here y equal to 0, 0 square, that is x square plus 0, x square. So now solve this integration, regular integration. X square integration is x cube by 3. Then what is the limits of this integration? As this integration is with respect to x, so we want here x values as the limits. So from this graph, and the path is we considered as OA path. At the point O, the x value is 0. At the point A, the x value is 1. So the limits are for x values as 0 to 1. So these limits we have calculated or we find from this graph. So x values are 0 to 1 as the limits, x square dx, x square integration is x cube by 3 from 0 to 1, put the limits. One cube by 3, that is 1 by 3, and for lower limit 0, it is 0. Then the second path is, you can consider the second integration as I2. So the second path is AB path. So its path equation is, this is the path, or this is your, you can see this is your straight line, AB is the straight line, and this straight line is parallel to y axis and passing through the point 1 0. So we know that if any straight line which is parallel to y axis and passing through the point A0, then it has the equation x equal to A. We have seen the general formula in previous lecture, you can see that. So here this straight line is parallel to y axis and passing through 1 0 point, hence its equation is x equal to A and A value is 1. So here AB is your path equation and its equation is x equal to 1. So here second path we got AB path, its equation is x equal to 1. Now find the dz value. So dz equal to, z is x plus iy, z equal to x plus iy, dz is dx plus I dy. Now calculate this dz. So here using path equation, x equal to 1 means take the derivative on both sides, dx equal to 0, one derivative is 0. So dx value is 0, so put here 0 plus I dy. So dz value is I dy, put here dz equal to I dy. Then x square plus y square, so here again use the path equation. Here the value is given as x equal to 1, so put here x equal to 1, so 1 square, that is 1 plus y square. Now this integration is with respect to y, so we want here y limits. So from the graph AB path, we are calculating this integration by using the path AB. So at the point A, the y value, because this integration comes with respect to y, so we want here y values for the limits. So for lower limit, the path goes from A point to B point. So here at the point A, the y value is 0. At the point B, the y value is 1. So the limits for y values as 0 to 1. So 0 to 1, 1 plus y square I dy. Take I outside, 1 plus y square dy. So take the integration with respect to y. 1 into dy, that is dy integration is y, plus y square integration is y cube by 3 from 0 to 1. So put the limits, put y equal to 1 and y equal to 0. So 1 plus 1 cube by 3, that is 1 by 3, minus 0, 0. So 1 plus 1 by 3 is 4 by 3. So this is your second answer. Now the third path is BC path. We have given the direction in the example that we have to start that path, that square path from O and end to again O point. So here third path is BC path. So what is the equation of this BC path? So BC is your straight line and which is now parallel to x-axis. So generally the straight line which is parallel to x-axis and passing through the point 0b, because the point on y-axis will be of this nature, that is 0b, then its equation is y equal to b. So this is the general equation. So here this is again straight line, the nature is same, straight line parallel to x-axis passing through the point on y-axis as 0 1, 0b 0 1, y equal to b. So here BC equation is y equal to 1. So the third path BC has the equation y equal to 1. So here y equal to 1, then again find the dz value, dz equal to dx plus I dy. By using path equation, y equal to 1, dy equal to 0, put this value dy here 0, so we get dz equal to dx. Then put this path equation, that is y equal to 1 here, y square is 1 square, the x square plus 1. Now this integration comes with respect to x, so we want the x values as the limits. So here on the path BC, the path direction is from B to C. So on this B, at the point B, the x value is 1. At the point C, the x value is 0. So the limits are come as 1 to 0. Now you can change these limits by taking the negative sign. So we know, because the lower limit is should be lower limit and upper limit should be upper limit. So as the path direction is from B to C, so from the as per the direction, we get the limits as 1 to 0 for x values, 1 to 0. But for solving the integration, if a to b is the integration limit, then if we want to change these limits, or if we want to reverse this limit, then we have to take as minus b to a. So here take minus 1 to 0 becomes minus 0 to 1. Now solve the integration. X square integration is x cube by 3, 1 into dx, that is dx integration is x from 0 to 1. Put the limit, upper limit 1 and lower limit 0. For lower limit we get nothing, so for upper limit minus 1 by 3 plus 1, that is minus 4 by 3. Then the third path is I4 path, that is CO path. So this is your straight line which is on y axis. So on y axis the straight line equation is x equal to 0, x equal to 0. Now the fourth path is CO path. CO path, you can see the CO path is your straight line and which lies on the y axis. And what is the equation of any general straight line which lies on the y axis? It is x equal to 0. So here the path is CO path, that is straight line is CO, and its equation, that path equation is x equal to 0. Now find the value of dz. Dz equal to x plus iy. You can directly put that path equation x equal to 0 in this z value and then find the value of dz, or you can first find dz value and then put the values. There are two methods. Directly you can substitute the path equation in this z value and then find dz value, or first find dz value and then put the values. So here you can use this method also, that is put x equal to 0 directly here, we get z equal to iy, and then take the derivative on both sides, z derivative is dz, I as it is, y derivative is dy. So dz value is I dy. Then the path equation is x equal to 0, so put the value of x equal to 0 here, we get only y square. Then this integration converted with respect to y. So here we want the y limits. So on the path CO, at the direction is from C to O. So at the point C, the y value is 1. At the point O, the y value is 0. So the limits we get as 1 to 0. But we have to change these limits because the smaller number is on the come at the upper position. So change this as minus 0 to 1 y square I dy. So I as it is, y square integration is y cube by 3 and from 0 to 1. Put the limits y equal to 1 and y equal to 0. So we get minus I by 3. Then add these four answers. First path answer is 1 by 3. Second path answer is I 4 by 3. Third path answer is minus 4 by 3, and fourth path answer is minus I by 3. So add these four path answers we get, and simplify this, we get I minus 1, and this is your answer of total square. The path is your, in example, is square. So we in this example we generally get the four path answers, and for having the square path answer, just add these four answers, we get the square path answer for this integration. So this integration answer is I minus 1. Next example is evaluate integration over the curve C z minus z square dz, that is integration function is given and the C is the upper half of the circle mod z equal to 1. So here this is of the type first type. Path equation is not given or path is not given. The first type is integration function plus that curve is given as the circle equation. So here function is given and that C curve is given as the circle. So mod z equal to 1, we have to draw first this circle. So what is that circle and what is the center and radius of that circle? So this is your first type equation or first type example. So for that we have to use this method, that is substitution method, z equal to r e raised to I theta or z minus a equal to r e raised to I theta. So here mod z equal to 1 means put z equal to x plus iy, then mod value of x plus iy, this is your general formula, square root of x square plus y square equal to 1, neglect this square or take this square on both sides, so we get x square plus y square equal to 1, and this is your standard circle equation having the center 0 0 and radius is square root of RHS number and square root of 1 is 1, that is radius is we get 1. So center is 0 0 and radius is 1. So this is your circle, and we have to evaluate this integration over not over the whole circle. This C circle is mentioned as, we have to consider this C curve as upper half of the circle. So upper half means this is your shaded curve and this is your C curve. And on this curve, on this half circle, we have to integrate this integration. Now use the substitution because this is your first type example. So put z equal to r e raised to I theta. So if function is z minus z square. So z equal to r e raised to I theta. Here radius we get as 1. So put radius equal to, put r value as 1. So we get z equal to e raised to I theta. Then dz equal to, take the derivative on both sides. So here theta we have to take as a variable on RHS. So here z derivative is dz and e raised to I theta derivative is, we use e raised to bracket formula. E raised to bracket derivative is e raised to bracket into derivative of bracket. So e raised to b value is I theta. So put this b value I theta here. So e raised to I theta into derivative of I theta. E raised to I theta into derivative of I theta. So I as it is and theta derivative is d theta. So here we used bracket formula for e raised to I theta for finding the derivative. Now put the value z equal to e raised to I theta and then minus z square means e raised to I theta bracket square, that is e raised to 2I theta. E raised to I theta square means e raised to 2I theta. Then dz value is I e raised to I theta d theta. Now this integration converted with respect to theta, that is angle. Hence we want here angle, two angle values as the limits. So from this circle, for this example we have to consider this C curve as the half circle, upper half circle, and this half circle, this shaded half circle, we have to start from A, and when we cover this circle and we cover this half circle when we reach at this point B. So here at the point A, what is the value of theta? At the point B, what is the value of theta? So this is your xy axis. So at the point A, theta value is 0. So this is your general solution or general result. And at the point B, this is your negative x axis. So at the point B, theta value is pi. So here we get the theta values. To cover this half circle, we start from A point and end at B point. So at the A point theta is 0, at the B point theta equal to pi. So the limits are 0 to pi. So integrate this function e raised to I theta integration. First simplify this. I take common and e raised to I theta multiply to this bracket. So e raised to I theta into I theta, e raised to 2I theta minus e raised to 2I theta, e raised to I theta, e raised to 3I theta. That is indices addition. I theta plus I theta, 2I theta, 2I theta plus I theta, 3I theta. So I e raised to 2I theta integration is, again use the e raised to bracket integration. E raised to bracket integration is e raised to bracket upon derivative of bracket. So here e raised to 2I theta upon derivative of 2I theta. 2I theta derivative is 2I minus e raised to 3I theta, again same formula we have to use here, e raised to bracket formula, e raised to 3I theta upon 3I theta derivative. 3I theta derivative is 3I from 0 to pi. So put the values, upper limit, these values are for theta because integration is with respect to theta. So put theta equal to pi minus theta equal to 0. So e raised to 2I pi upon 2I minus e raised to 3I pi upon 3I. And for 0 value, e raised to 0 is 1, so 1 upon 2I. For lower limit, we have to take the minus sign. So minus 1 upon 2I, and this minus sign and lower limit minus sign get plus. So plus e raised to 0, that is 1 upon 3I. So multiply, simplify this bracket, multiply this I to this bracket. We have e raised to 2I pi upon 2. Now to simplify this e raised to term, use e raised to I theta formula. E raised to I theta formula is cos theta plus I sin theta. So e raised to I theta, so theta value is 2 pi. So cos theta plus I sin theta, cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi upon 2 minus here theta is 3 pi. I theta means 3 pi is theta. So cos 3 pi plus I sin 3 pi upon 3 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 is minus 1 by 6. So cos 2 pi is value is You can use calci or you can refer the circles of sin theta cos theta. So cos 2 pi value is 1, so 1 by 2. Sin 2 pi value is 0. Then minus cos 3 pi value is, cos 3 pi comes at the pi 2 pi 3 pi at the opposite, that is minus 1. So minus minus plus, plus 1 by 3. Sin 3 pi value is 0 and minus 1 by 6 as it is. Solve these fractions, we get 2 by 3 answer. So here this integration is of the first type, that is integration function is given with C curve given as the circle equation, and in this circle equation particularly we have to consider that curve as the upper half of the circle, and by using this upper half circle we find the theta values, because this type is your first type, that is you have to use the substitution method. The whole integration we have to convert into theta variable, and integration we have to take with respect to theta. So for theta values we have to find to get the limits. So theta limits means angle. So at the point A angle is 0, at the point B angle is pi. So the limits are 0 to pi, and solve the regular integration. Third example is evaluate this integration, that is integration function is given along the path. So this is your second type example. Integration function is given and the curve is given as the path equation. So here path is given, straight line is given, because xy powers are 1, so this is your straight line. So first path is y equal to x, and the second example is given as the y equal to x square. So if one of the xy power is 2, then that is your parabolic equation. So this is your parabola given, this is your straight line equation. So path equation is given, so this is your second type. So find the value of dz, then path equation, then convert the example into x or y, and regularly we have to evaluate the integration. So take as a assignment. Next example is evaluate this integration. Integration function is given along the curve given by, so this is your parametric equation is given. So one example we have seen in previous lecture, that is integration function is given and with parametric equations, that is xy values. Parametric means xy values are given in the form of another variable, that is t variable. So here xy are not given but it is hidden, that is we know z equal to x plus iy, and in example z equal to t square plus it, that is by comparing we get x equal to t square and y equal to t, that is this is your parametric equation example. Same example we have seen in previous lecture. So what is the type of that example? So that is your third type, that is integration function is given and plus that curve is given in the form of parametric equation, and parametric equation means xy values are given in the form of other variable t. So this type of example we have to convert into t variable, and for that we have to find the t limits and then solve the integration. So that is your third type. By using this third type we have to solve this. So here first find dz value. So dz equal to t square plus it, then dz is t square derivative is 2t, t square derivative is 2t dt. This is your substitution method derivative, that is we have to take the differential while we take the derivative. Differential means dt, dx, dy, etc. So z derivative is dz, t square derivative is 2t, and then we have to take the t derivative as 2t dt, I as it is, t derivative is dt. So take dt common, 2t plus I. So this is your dz value. Then z bar value is, z bar means z is t square plus it, so z bar is, if z is x plus iy then z bar is x minus iy, if z is t square plus it, z bar is t square minus it. So put these values, z bar equal to t square minus it, then dz value is 2t plus I dt. So we this integration converted into t variable. So we want limits in the form of t. So here these are your complex limits, that is z values. Z equal to 0, then x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Here z equal to 4 plus 2i means compare this with x plus 2i, x plus iy, then x value is 4, y value is 2. So these we get from these limits, complex limits. Then what is the t values? So here x equal to t square and y equal to t, this is your parametric equation. So put here x equal to 0, we get t square equal to 0, that is t equal to 0. Or if we put x equal to 4 here, for the upper limit we have to put the x equal to 4. So if you put y equal to 0 here, or if you put y equal to 0 here, we get again t equal to 0. Then put x equal to 4 here, t square equal to 4, that is t equal to 2. Or if you put y equal to 2 here, so we get t equal to 2. So lower limit for t is 0 and upper limit for t is 2. So limits for t are 0 to 2. Multiply these two brackets, 2t cube plus it square minus 2it square plus t. Then 2t cube plus, merge these two terms, it square minus 2it square is minus it square plus t. Then take the integration with respect to t. 2 as it is, t cube integration is t raised to 4 by 4 minus I as it is, t square integration is t cube by 3 plus t integration is t square by 2 from 0 to 2. Put t equal to 2 minus t equal to 0. T equal to 2, 2 raised to 4, 16 by 2 minus I 2 cube by 3, that is 8 by 3 plus 2 square, that is 4 by 2, that is 2. Simplify this, we get answer. Next is evaluate this integration over the C, and the curve is given as the left half of the unit circle. This is your circle equation from z equal to minus I. The circle direction, which circle or which half circle we have to consider, its direction is given in the example from z equal to minus I to z equal to I. So here mod z equal to 1 is, in previous example we have seen that mod z equal to 1 is the standard circle equation with center 0 0 and radius 1. So this is your circle, center 0 0 and radius is 1. Then we have to take that left half of the circle. So now we can plot these 2 points. These are the complex points. So from this x value is, x means real part, so here real part is absent, so x is 0, and y means ith coefficient, that is minus 1. So the point is 0 minus 1. Here for I complex point, the real part is absent, that is x equal to 0, and y equal to ith coefficient is 1, so y equal to 1. So and the point is 0 1 point. So 0 minus 1 point is this. 0 minus 1 point is the below the x-axis, 0 minus 1 point. Randomly you can take that these points or plot these points, and 0 1 point is exactly above this B point. You can say this B point 0 minus 1, and 0 1 point is A. So now we have to take that half circle from, the direction is given from 0 minus 1 point to 0 1 point. 0 minus 1 point means B point. So we have to take that half circle in the direction from B to A. So here at B point, and this B point is on the y-axis. So here the angle is 3 pi by 2. The general, this is the general conclusion or general properties. Here the angle is 3 pi by 2, and at this position the angle is pi by 2. So this is your angles, angle measurement on the circle. So here we have to take the curve from 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2. So the limits are 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2, because this example is of the type first type. Integration function is given, and the circle, the curve is given as the circle equation. So we have to use the substitution method, that is in the form of theta we have to solve the we have to evaluate the integration. So here z equal to r e raised to I theta, as a radius is 1 of this circle, so put r equal to 1, so we get z equal to e raised to I theta. So dz equal to e raised to I theta into I d theta. This we have calculated in previous example. Then here the function is mod z dz. So mod z is square root of x square plus y square, or mod z is here we get we use the substitution as z equal to r e raised to I theta. Here the radius is 1 of that circle, so put r equal to 1, we get z equal to r e raised to I theta. Directly you can take its mod, so mod of e raised to I theta. So mod of e raised to I theta means convert this e raised to I theta or use the formula e raised to I theta, that is cos theta plus I sin theta. Now if the complex number inside the mod function, then we can use the formula, this formula. Mod z means square root of x square plus y square, or mod z means mod x plus iy. This is your standard formula, square root of x square plus y square. So here cos theta plus I sin theta is your complex number, so square root of, use this formula, square root of cos square theta. This is your x, this is your y, x square plus y square, cos square plus sin square. Formula is 1, so root 1 is 1. So mod z value we get as 1. So put here 1, limits as from, direction is given from 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2, 1 into dz value is e raised to I theta, e raised to I theta, I d theta. So take I outside and change the limits with by taking minus sign. So minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. This is your formula for the reverse, having for wanting the reverse limits, we can take the minus sign. So minus, this I take outside, and these limits you can reverse, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. E raised to I theta integration is e raised to I theta upon I theta derivative is I. E raised to bracket, e raised to b formula we have used here. So put the limits, I get cancelled. So e raised to theta value is 3 pi by 2. So e raised to I 3 pi by 2 minus e raised to I pi by 2. So these are the limits for theta. So put the theta as 3 pi by 2 minus theta as pi by 2. Now for simplifying this e raised to term or e raised to power term, we use the e raised to I theta formula, cos theta plus I sin theta. So here theta is 3 pi by 2, here theta is pi by 2. So cos theta, cos 3 pi by 2 plus I sin 3 pi by 2, and here theta is pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2. So cos 3 pi by 2 is 0, cos sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1, cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. That is I into 1 is I. Simplify this, we get the 2I answer. Thank you.